So I think the biggest thing that differentiates our solution versus other attempts that have been out there previously are just the amount of conversations that we had with people before we actually built anything. So we basically started with solving the problems that existed in home defense, kind of talking with people about what's great about the current solution, what's not great, and then building a solution that fit those. And so in talking with gun owners, one of the big problems that they basically alluded to is this problem of like, I'd love to be able to store my gun unlocked where I can quickly get access to it, but I'm also worried about who potentially might be able to get access to it as well. Small children, somebody breaking into my house, maybe a roommate I don't know super well. And then so we basically spent a lot of time talking with those folks about what would address those solutions. And then we created a list of requirements and built to that. So we were already starting with solving a problem that people actually wanted. And I think with previous attempts to solve this technology, they were maybe more of what I would call proof of concepts of the technology, but not directly addressing those concerns. There were questions about calibers, being the right caliber for a home defense firearm. One of the big issues that previous attempts ran into was the ability to hack it. So one of the things that we addressed very early on was trying to build a system was building a system from the ground up that would be very, very hard to circumvent. And so that's what led us down the path, part of what led us down the path of doing an electronic fire control system, or fire-by-wire. So with our gun, this is the only handgun in the world where there's no direct linkage between the trigger and shooting the gun. There's no piece that can be taken out of this gun to turn it back into a regular gun. And most of the previous attempts that we're aware of smart gun technology were going that inhibitor route. So one of the big problems with that is all you have to do to disprove the technology is go in and break that piece off, or apply a magnet to the side of it to move it out of the way, and then it shoots like a regular gun, which defeats the purpose of it entirely. So our system kind of works the complete opposite. This gun only shoots if somebody's holding it, they're an authorized user, and the system senses a trigger pull. If all three of those things are true, then the gun will shoot, but it won't otherwise. So that's pretty much, there's a lot of other small details about the gun that are a little bit different than previous attempts, but we really look at this as a total solution that's all comes from a user-centered design approach of talking with people at the beginning, hearing their concerns, asking about what they're looking for, and then building something that addresses those needs.